You may have a lot to do these next couple of days, depending on where you are in the country, but there is a tremendous opportunity to save a whole lot of money if you go after some of these deals, because it is Amazon Prime Day today and tomorrow. I've pulled a whole bunch of deals from Bleed Stop, trash bags, chunky Campbell's soup. We got beef jerky. We got storage shelves. We got laser rangefinders. We got tools. We got North sides. We got a whole lot of stuff, lighters and Spam and all this kind of stuff. Lots of deals out there for you to save a whole bunch of money. So if you're on board with that, if you want to hear some of these deals, one, you can find them down in the description down below. I'm also going to put them down in the pinned comment down below. And we're going to just jump right into it. I'm going to put them up on the screen. You can see the prices for yourselves and see what it looks like. I'll let you know some of the tips and tricks I have out there of some of the reasons why some of these weird items are put up, because I promise you every single one of these items has a reason. Let's get into it. All right, so these deals are not necessarily in any particular order. It's just kind of how I found them, but obviously the big power units and stuff like that are going to pop up real fast on everybody's deal lists. There are deals from most major battery packs out there. My favorite are Blue Eddy is higher quality and really, really good stuff, but you do pay a little bit more for them. But this Blue Eddy AC 180 is actually a really good price. Opus is great, good quality. It's good quality, great price. So if you're looking to save more money and you're willing to kind of compromise a little bit and make it a little less functional, a little less user-friendly, then Opus is good. If you want all the bells and whistles and you're willing to pay a little bit more for them, Blue Eddy is the way to go with those. But that is a really great deal, $459 for a 1,000 watt hour battery pack. That's not quite half of what we'd expected to see, but we are seeing that's at least 60-70% of what we would normally see it at. So definitely a great price. Blue Eddy is a great company there too. Saber Red with their compact pepper spray. That is good stuff there. You definitely want the OC. You do not want the CS gas unless it's mixed in there. CS is basically like tear gas. OC is pepper. So pepper spray. Now, spray is maybe not the best one. If you want to look at spray is short range. If you want stream, I would kind of recommend stream. So definitely check your options there, but make sure it's OC, and ideally you'd want it to be stream. But some great deals there. 2 for $8 that's just hard to beat. There's a bunch of Mountain House deals out there. We'll get into the August and Farm deals in just a second. There's some good ones there too. Mountain House is good quality, as well as honestly their prices, especially when you're dealing with the raw materials like the diced beef here. Good price. Now I wouldn't say they're quite as good as like prepper beef. They're better, bigger chunks, higher quality, but Mountain House puts out a decent cubed beef in a can. So that if you're looking for some freeze-dry beef that's going to last a very long time, that is good quality. Mountain House is a good way to go, and like you can see, 33% off on their already reasonable price. Of course, we've got all sorts of things popping up on the screen here. If you're not looking for just the raw materials and you're looking for pre-made meals, Mountain House Classic Spaghetti with meat sauce, super tasty. That's definitely a great way to go there. $30 for a can. Hard to beat that. Hard to beat that. This is what I get for trying not to use my finger. There we go. We'll just use my finger then. All right, ice bath tub. Now, you're probably not somebody who cold plunges, but think of all the other uses for this tub. $35 for a 106-gallon tub with a lid, rainwater catchment, water storage, showers, or basically for bathing. So if you want to fill this up with rainwater and then use this as a tank for like a bathtub outside, that is definitely something you can do with this. So we got that option out there, but rainwater storage or water storage is a great option there too. Batteries. Definitely be thinking about batteries. I don't know how old your batteries are, but this is 24 batteries, 12 AA, 12 AAA, all for $864. That's, I mean, you just don't see a better price than that. Now, if you really want higher quality ones like Duracell, now I really have not had any qualms or beef with the Amazon Basic batteries that I've used in the past. They seem to work really, really well. But if you really want name brand, Duracell has a bunch of deals out there too. Makes them cheaper, but they're still a good bit more expensive than the Amazon Basics. And I think the Amazon Basics over the long haul for low drain items are actually better. Duracell, from what I understand, are better for like really high burst, demand devices, like battery powered cars and stuff like that. Whereas if you're using them for like remotes, you're better off with the Amazon Basics. So basically with Amazon Prime Day, all of the Amazon Basics stuff is going to be on sale. All the Amazon brands are on sale. So basic stuff like sheets, bedding, really doing nice and cheap there. 4-piece, so bottom sheet, top sheet, one of them being fitted, and then the 2 pillowcases, $13. I mean, those are just some really, really reasonable rates out there. Don't be buying necessarily more stuff than what you would normally buy, but just think about, like, if you're already going to buy it in the next number of months, why not buy it now if you can? Because then you don't have to buy it later. If you buy it on sale, it's just like shopping at grocery store. You wait for it to come on sale, you buy it then. Same thing with preparedness. Great idea to jump on sales and kind of make the best you can. There's going to be Black Friday sales coming up after Thanksgiving. So if you're not ready to go now, if you save up a little bit, you can probably get some great deals on Black Friday. We'll get you those deals there too. Augustin Farms has some good deals out there. They always do. But freeze-dried peas in a can, that's nice, great in soups, and honestly, they're just great for snacking, even in the other way. Also, they have their main buckets on sale too. So if you want to get the lunch and dinner pail, if you want to get the breakfast pail, if you want to get, this is the all pail. This is breakfast, lunch, and dinner, kind of mixed together, 30-day thing. But as you can see, 45% off. That's more than their regular. They're generally on sale like 25, 30%, but 45% is even more off. It's never going to be nearly as cheap as if you just do the buckets yourself. But if you just want a turnkey, if you want to just make these problems go away and just stock up a bunch of food storage real fast, real easy, Augustin Farms is probably the way to go. You're never going to beat that price with other companies, right? Augustin Farms is like it's like one of those meal prepping companies, but without all the advertising, without all the bells and whistles and such. All right, so moving on, hand crank radio. Always a good idea to have not only a battery-powered radio that can get weather radio channels, as well as AM, FM, but also having backup things like the crank on it. You can actually crank it and charge your phone. You're going to have to crank it a really long time to get a full charge on your phone, but if you're just trying to make do and you don't have other things set up, this kind of covers a lot of bases. $16.86 for that, with a flashlight built into it. That checks a lot of boxes. So if you're if you're looking for something, this might be the thing that'll get you over the precipice. Bleed stop. Once again, this is not the best option out there, but in certain cases, this is a great thing to have. If you have cuts on the surface that are not too severe, you just pour the powder on top of it, and it causes it to coagulate, right? So especially if you know somebody who has trouble, once they start bleeding, they just have a hard time stopping. Having a bunch of powder bags of bleed stop. These are small little packets. They're like bags of sugar, almost like, and so they're not that big. You rip it open, you pour it on the thing. Great thing to do. If you have a deeper wound, if it's a bigger wound, and they're going to have to go to the hospital, probably don't want to put this in there, because if you put this in there and they get to the hospital, they're going to have trouble getting this out. Okay, so if you need to save somebody's life, or if you're not going to be going on to further care, and you just need to stop the bleeding for a bit so that you can then take care of it, surface wounds, great thing to have. 4-pack, $11.99. Hard to beat that. If you want the deeper wound care stuff, you're going to want the quick clot on the bandages that you can stuff into a wound. We talk about that with our IFAKs and putting all that stuff together. That's what you have in the main kits. Anyway. All right, chunky Campbell soup. I know some of you guys absolutely hate these things and you do not want to eat them whatsoever. Cool. Just cover your ears and hum. And for the rest of you who do like these things, grab them, because they're cheap. $1.98 doesn't sound too good, but then you see that deal right there. Save $10 when you buy $30. So basically, that's 1/3 off. And you do the math real fast there, and that means 66 cents off of that can of soup that you see right in front of you. Brings it down to what, 134 minus the 2 cents, 132-ish. And you see 132 for a can of chunky soup is awfully stinking good. Now, you are limited to the $30, but like previous times, oftentimes you can do this deal and then you can just go back into the shop and do the deal again. So check that out. Plus, you don't need to get that variation. You can get regular chicken noodle soup cans. You can get other varieties of chunky soup. You can even get the V8 energy drinks and stuff like that. There's a bunch of other options on this thing where you get the $10 off $30. So just try to land as close to $30 as you possibly can. Close out your shopping cart and then come right back in. If you don't have an Amazon Prime account, you can sign up for a free trial if you haven't already used it in the past. But think about that if you want. All right, Amazon Basics reclosable gallon food storage bags. You can never have enough Ziploc bags. Right now, over in Spain, I wish I had more Ziploc bags. A couple of my Ziploc bags, gallon Ziploc bags, are kind of falling apart. They got some holes in them. That is not good. I wish I had a few more that didn't have holes in them for waterproofing and stuff like that. So you can store stuff in them to keep them waterproof, even if they're not food. So you can't have too many gallon storage bags. You're going to be able to trade these things like hotcakes to other people in the community. They're good for storing just about everything. You're definitely going to want a whole bunch of these. And, if you're pretty well stocked up, get more gallon storage bags. The other thing that you can absolutely never have too many of is trash bags. Obviously, they never expire. $20 for 200 for these 13 gallon size. They're kitchen bags, right? So great deal on those. Every time we get a Prime Day, that's a good thing. All right, these are a little spicy, but I'll show you a non-spicy option just in a second. But I do love these things. Actually, I took a bunch of these overseas with me because I stocked up a whole bunch on these. These are meat and cheese sticks. They are jalapeno flavored, so they are a little spicy. So if you don't like spicy, probably not the best thing to do, but look at that. 0.79 cents an ounce. 79 cents an ounce. That is absolutely crazy. Anything below $1 is good on beef sticks, meat jerky. Now I know a bunch of that's the cheese, but I see that again as a plus. You get some variety, you get your meat and you get cheese in there for 80 cents an ounce. Hard to beat. All right, this is a non-spicy option here. You got barbecue pork sticks, teriyaki, and original beef sticks. All of these for 81 cents an ounce, or actually not cents an ounce. Now, if you use the subscribe and save, it's like a couple cents cheaper, but then that's per stick, and the sticks are 0.92 ounces, so it ends up being like, I think, I crunched the numbers, it was like 83, 84 cents an ounce for straight meat sticks. So that's a great deal. Take these things and then seal them inside something else. If you want to go all crazy and put them inside Mylar, go for it. If you want to put them in a vacuum sealing package, that's a good option there too. That will make them last even longer. So great options. Meat sticks are great because somebody already dehydrated them for you, right? I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. You don't have to dehydrate them yourself. You can just, they're already seasoned and all that. All right, water solutions here. We got Water Drop Gravity Water Filter Straw. I'm not super familiar with this company, but you can check it out for yourself. But gravity filters are a huge, huge deal. You definitely want gravity filters. Backpackers do the squeeze option. They do gravity options, but you'll never see a backpacker going down to a stream and sticking their face in the water with a straw. That's just silly. It's super uncomfortable. Why in the world would you do that? You just don't do that. You use gravity filters, you use squeeze filters. So definitely want to get something along those lines for yourself. Of course, Berky does not have any deals. I did check that out. I don't even know if they're even selling on Amazon anymore. But there are some other clones. I looked at Katahdin. They didn't have any deals there either. So now we'll get into Life Straw in just a second, but that's what I'm seeing out there. All right, stocking up on food. Old El Paso traditional refried beans, 16 ounce cans, pack of 12. Excuse me, $11.76, so that's less than $1 a can. That's a great option. Refried beans are great for stuff. All right, now hear me out on this thing. This is 1 terabyte, extremely portable SSD. I'm actually carrying one of these with me. I think I'm actually carrying the 2 terabyte version, but these things are super small. That little hole up there is actually to go on your keychain. This thing's the size of a credit card, okay? And it's thin, and it's super lightweight. Think about all of the pictures that your family has that are digital, like on your phone and elsewhere, stuff that you'd want to bring with you, or that you'd want to survive an EMP, okay? So load up all your pictures, load up all your digital stuff that you want to keep, put it on a SanDisk disk drive like this, wrap it up to protect it from EMP, multiple layers of aluminum foil that doesn't touch this drive. So wrap it up in a cloth real fast, then wrap it up in aluminum foil, another piece of cloth to keep the aluminum foil layers from touching each other, aluminum foil there, put it in a cardboard box that you got from Amazon, and wrap the outside of the box in aluminum foil again. Multiple layers like that will give you a lot of good protection. And then all of your pictures that you absolutely do not want to lose will at least be somewhere safe that you can look up later in the future. So think about that. Do you have lots of pictures of family members and stuff like that are digital that you want to back up somewhere that is EMP proof? This is probably the best way to do that. And because it's so small, later on you can then carry it around with you if you have to go somewhere, and it will be nice and small. It's got a USB port on it, so you can just plug it right into a laptop, or other options there. You can use an adapter to get into your phone. Lots of great options there. But definitely think about getting a portable hard drive like this that's super small, that you can basically back up everything that you need. I don't recommend a flash drive because they're a little less stable. They're more likely to have errors and mistakes on them, whereas a professional SD SanDisk drive like this is really designed for that long-term storage. And I know that those drives particularly are used by YouTubers a lot for footage and everything, and people say just good stuff about that. They rarely have those things go bad on them. So it's a great brand and a great product. All right, speaking of aluminum foil to protect yourself from an EMP, yeah, you can get lots of great deals on aluminum foil right now. I even saw later that there's like a 2-pack out there too of aluminum foil from Amazon Basics. You don't need name brand foil to protect yourself from an EMP. You just need aluminum foil that's made of aluminum, right? So that's a good option there. Go Sport V Pro. It's a laser golf hunting rangefinder with 6x magnification. Now, why would you need a rangefinder? Well, it's useful in a lot of different circumstances, but if you're protecting your home, it would be good if you have time and you're expecting a company or something like that. You can go around and you can range find all sorts of different spots and locations near your home, so you can know the exact range between your home, wherever window you're in or something like that, and any different location, so that you can adjust things very easily. You know how far it is to each different location. If you're into home defense and you want to protect your home, and you have a boomstick or whatever like that, or boomsticks, and you don't have a rangefinder, might need to grab one of those. And this ends up actually being like $60 flat, because there's like a 10% off or something like that. There's a little coupon down there off of the 65. So that's a great option there if you don't have one like that. All right, this is Amazon Basics 4-shelf heavy-duty steel wire. Now, this is not the full super tall one. This isn't the 7-foot one. This is the, this is like the 4.5 foot one. So be aware, it's that top rack is going to be more like your chin or something along those lines there. So it's a little bit shorter, but $40, that's a really good deal. And you don't see that often. And they ship this directly to your door in a box, so nobody sees you going in with lots of racks. It will give you a lot more room to stock up food and everything like that. So definitely a great option there. Tool sets. There's lots of tools on sale right now. This is just kind of one of them. This is a socket set, 201 piece. Always a great thing to have. Make sure you have enough of these. But lots of other tools, power tools. If you're looking at getting something and you have something in mind, check it out. Just click through any one of these links and it'll get you over to Amazon. You can then go see if they have a deal on something you're looking for already. But check that out. Lots of other deals out there. If you have something in mind, whether it's tools or anything else, definitely check that out. Because it might be on sale. If you're already going to buy it anyway, Christmas presents, all that kind of stuff, good idea to get those things bought now. That way you don't have to worry about them later. Life straw, $9.99 for a life straw. That's as cheap as they ever get. They're usually more like $15. I know it says they're usually $20, but usually they are marked down a little bit. So life straws, like I said, not ideal, but hey, if you're really pinching pennies and you just want some water treatment that's super easy and super cheap, yeah, you can do whether it's a countertop gravity filter or whether it is a bag filter that you hang up. Nor Asian sides. Now, it's not just the Asian side dish, chicken fried rice. There are other options out there too, but as you can see here, pack of 8, and actually this is a little under $8 if you use the subscribe and save option. Of course, set up the subscribe and save, get your first shipment, and then just go back and cancel it. I mean, every time I set up a subscribe and save, I automatically switch it to the every 6 months so that I don't have to deal with it quite as soon. And then I just go through and I just cancel them en masse later on. So less than $1 a packet, that's a great deal if you eat these things. If you're using them, like I said, there's other varieties. There's some cheddar broccoli, fusela, whatever. That's less than $1 a pack. That's a pack of 12 for under $12. Chicken flavor fettuccine, that's a 12 pack for under $12. Good deal there too. Now, this is one I always talk about. If you're stocking up rice and beans, eating rice and beans with no flavor whatsoever is going to be a little bit challenging. Now, if you're hungry enough, you'll eat it and you'll be happy. You'll be happy, 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 okay? But, and you just read accounts of people in prisoner of war camps getting that little bit of rice, and they'll tell you how amazing the rice tasted, even though it was plain rice. But let's just say putting some salt in it, chicken flavored bouillon, will really make it taste a whole lot better. And when you're looking at 75 gallons of chicken bouillon from the 7.9 pound jug of chicken bouillon, $20 for 8 pounds of chicken bouillon. If you're used to getting those little cubes, this is a giant packed tub of those. They're not cubes in there, it's just the powder. But this goes a really, really long way. Plus, it's already sealed in a plastic jug. It's UV blocked and all that kind of stuff like that. It's perfectly shelf stable. You just take a number of these tubs and you throw them up on your shelf, and you're going to have lots and lots of flavor that you'll love. You'll need lots of salt if you're sweating and working out in the garden. So I definitely recommend rice, beans, and these tubs because it's so cheap, but it will really make your life so much better, I promise you. Rice and beans with some chicken bouillon in there is tasty when you're hungry. All right, PB Fit, pure peanut, powdered peanut. That's a weird name. It's powdered peanut butter, okay? So if you got your peanut butter, this is more shelf stable because it is dehydrated. It's got all the water sucked out of it. It is, you just mix it with water and you got peanut butter. It's wonderful. No added sugar or salt. Good moves there. This is basically a prepper item that mass market people eat for some reason. So you can get this on the cheap. This is a lot of protein, a lot of great stuff that's basically freeze dried. So it's one of those easy things to go stock up on. All right, you guys were asking about Spam because of course you were asking about Spam. Right now, you're having a hard time getting Spam for less than $3 a can. That's what I'm seeing out there. Sam's Club, I think you can still get them occasionally for like $2.80, $2.90 if you buy the big pack, but I'm not seeing that super consistently anymore. So this is 12 for $34. So that's under $3 a can. So I count that as a good deal. So if you're looking for an option to stock up on Spam, you can get some 12 packs of Spam for $34 a pop. That's a good deal. And now I put this deal up here, and I know that oftentimes I think that they just put a few of these up because like the first couple of you guys lock these down and then everyone else complains that they're not available. So I'm putting that link up there, but if you're not super fast to it, you may see this being out of stock as well. But 4-pack for $11, as long as you're okay with the maple flavor. I actually kind of want some of these maple flavor ones just to try them, but anyway, that's even cheaper than that. You're looking at like what, quick math test, right? That's $2.25. Am I right on that? No. Yeah, $2.25. No, $2.50 plus the 25 cents, so $2.75. $2.75. That's even better, slightly. All right, Kindle Paperwhite. If you're interested in Kindles can store so many books, 16 gigabytes worth of books of just text. You can get a lot of books saved on these Kindles. You get them EMP proof, and you got a great resource with prepper books. You can download lots of cheap stuff. You can also, if you're into old books, you can download scans of old books that are no longer in print, and they're past the copyright date and everything like that. And those are free, and you can just load up on those. But Kindles are a little bit of an investment, so you can decide whether or not that's worth it for you. Cigarette lighters, 50 cigarette lighters for $11. This is why I always say this. Ferro rods are basically just, I mean, they're hobbyists kind of things. Like they're for people who want to look cool and have fun starting a fire. Friends, just get lighters. Have lots and lots of lighters. Now, these are cheap lighters. Expect a number of these in this 50 pack to not work. Okay, that's just the name of the game. But most of them will work. All right, and it will give you lots and lots of fire for a long time. $11. You get 50 packs. You might want to get a couple blocks of these things, and also when you can trade these things to other people for something. That is definitely something that will be a good trading barter item, is lighters. So definitely get a whole bunch of these. These are not name brand. These are not high quality, but there's just a whole lot of them. So I have a whole bunch of Brics at home of these kind of things. So check those out. And for those of you who are not afraid of what the future is to bring, you can get your Soilent. Now, I don't prefer the pumpkin spice like they have here. I prefer the green. I prefer the Soilent green. But some of you don't know I'm joking at this point, but I don't know who came up with the idea of calling their product Soilent. Oh gosh, they clearly did not see the movie, and they've never heard of the movie, or else they wouldn't have called it that. But Soilent green, yikes. Anyway, that's what I got for you deal-wise. If you guys watch the Twitter feed, I will post more deals over there. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys later. Steve Poplar of the Poplar Report.